Oh shit, YouTube. What's that? What is it? That's right. Hot chicken flavored ramen. You might recognize this packaging right here. This is one of those really spicy Korean ramen noodle packets. 2 times the spicy. And you look at this evil little face on the pepper right here. These bastards look mean. Damn. What up though, YouTube? I'm chilling out on Facebook Live, about to do a spicy ramen noodle packet for you all. Gotta keep them views on YouTube coming, and people love it when I eat spicy food, so. Just, let me get the camera set right there. Beautiful. Now, my tobacco pipe may look a little different than it normally looks because, one, I tightened the stem up, and it's tighter than the nun's cunt. And two, I sanded the stain off of it because the paint that I used didn't really adhesive to it very much. I mean, it faded off, so I might need to get like a wood stain. I might need to get like a wood stain to stain this instead of using spray paint. Get like some hunter green wood stain from the hardware store, and yeah, it can make a nice dark green looking pipe. But until I get stained for my pipe, I'm pretty much just smoking out of it like I normally would. Smoking that good tobacco. I got some moist black Cavendish in here. You know, I've had this pipe for a year now. That's crazy. When your tobacco pipes survive the 1 year mark, that's usually a good indicator that you have a good pipe. That they're made well. Yeah. I got a little bit of tobacco left, yeah. I got a pinch of black Cavendish and this other stuff, which is a lot drier. It's not as moist. It'll catch fire and smoke a lot better. Now, some tobacco, you literally have to torch your tobacco with a lighter, or, you know, unless you like grind it up and let it dry out a bit. I find that when I'm out of cigarettes, and if I need to smoke some tobacco, pipe tobacco definitely helps with being out of cigarettes. It's 10,000 times cheaper, and not that I care. Believe me, I don't care. But it smells better to most non-smokers, too. Most people despise the smell of cigarettes. They're like, oh, it smells nasty. Yeah, farts stink, too. What's your point? And did you know that tobacco is good for the pollution? How is tobacco good for the pollution? Oh, it's easy. It kills people. I love my grim sense of humor. But as far as pipe shape goes, this right here is my favorite shape. Just a nice... This would be considered an X105 billiard. And if this fucker's lasted me a whole year, then that's usually a good indicator. It's just that classic pipe shape, you know what I'm saying? I do believe you're stalling. Yes, I am. But I'm going to be eating an entire spicy ramen packet for a sick, insane video on YouTube. If you like the spicy food challenges, subscribe for more. We're gonna need a big ass bowl to put this in, because these ramen noodles are a bit bigger. Excuse me. Like in America, we get ramen noodles, but the ramen noodle packets aren't this big. These are slightly bigger than the ones in America. Now, I had a fan send this to me in a care package. And if we open it up, we got the spiciness right here. And it looks just like regular ramen noodles. So break it up into like 4 chunks, makes it easier to fit in the bowl. Here's 1, or 4.5 chunks. There's 2, 3, 4. I mean, making ramen noodles is not that difficult. This is literally Bachelor Food 101 right here. You take it, they're inexpensive and they're tasty. And they're easy as fuck to make. You're not gonna make a mess on the stove making them. This will wake up my sinuses. I've seen a lot of YouTubers eat these spicy Korean noodles. And, well, I'm about to do that. I'm getting all the noodles broken up into the bowl here. There we go. And again, this is the, right there. Spicy Korean noodle, hot chicken flavor. So then we're going to add just a little bit of water, enough to where the water barely touches above the noodles. Maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah, there we go. Because when it microwaves, that water is going to evaporate and cook into the noodles, basically. That's how that works. The science behind cooking ramen noodles, right? Now, the sauce is going to be put on after the noodles are cooked. But I want to take the spicy seasoning right here. And I want to cook this shit into the fucking noodles. And the packaging doesn't want to come open. Okay, there we go. Maybe if you tried opening it from the right side, maybe you'd have better luck. Unless you're supposed to, like, you know what? I'm feeling ballsy. Let's pour the sauce in there with the water. I want to cook the sauce into the noodles. Look at that sauce. It's like blood red. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Houston, we have liftoff. So I'm just going to pour all the ingredients from that ramen noodle into here, just like that. Go ahead and set that on my desk real quick. I'm going to throw these empty wrappers away. Oh, almost empty, I should say. Let's get every last drop of that sauce out of that packet onto the noodles. Yeah, there we go. Here we fucking go. Now it's empty. And now, YouTube, I'm going to take, let's get a close-up of this while I stir it around. Oh, look at that. See what I'm doing there? I'm just going to stir it around just like that with my metal fork. And there's barely just enough water that if I stir this around, by the time this evaporates and cooks long enough, it's just going to be spicy noodles with very little water at the bottom. There we go. Look at that. That's just about there. Stir it around before I cook it. There we go. That looks nice. How's the fork smell? It actually smells really good. It doesn't smell that spicy. We're going to take our bowl of goodies. Set the fork down. Now, the one food you do have to microwave is ramen. I mean, you could cook it on the stove as well. That's what makes it so universal, but I'm just gonna stick that in there like that. I'll cook it for 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Boom. And of course, do not microwave your fork. Leave that out of the microwave. All right. Spicy ramen noodle challenge. Oh, shit. Yes. My stomach's growling because I'm hungry. That's a pretty big packet of ramen. I figured, why not do a challenge for YouTube? Also, YouTube, check this shit out. This right here is a wand I'm working on for my next batch. This is going to be a crystal scepter that's going on for sale. And the Mod Podge is still drying, but eventually it'll be dry to the point where it's going to be crystal clear. Oh, holy shit. I can smell the ramen from all the way over here. Ooh. How much time we got left on these? Minute 48. I may end up cooking it just a little bit longer, YouTube. That way, most of that water is evaporated and it's nothing but noodles and sauce. Yeah, I'll have to cook it for a little bit longer because some of those noodles are still pretty hard. Okay, so now I'm cooking it for 6 minutes and 66 seconds. Let's see if that should be enough to, cause some of those noodles are still pretty clumped together. That should be enough to get them cooked and most of that water evaporated. Now, don't get me wrong, ramen noodle is delicious, but I've seen people react to this shit. I have no idea how spicy this is gonna be. Instead of putting it directly onto the noodles after I cook them, I'm basically cooking it into the noodles, making it just a little bit more spicy. Yeah. Spicy ramen noodle challenge on YouTube. You know, I don't want my phone to die on me just yet, so it probably wouldn't hurt to plug my phone in. Speaking of plugging my phone in, where the... Ah, there it is. See, where the hell is my freaking charger? Excellent. Bob's Burgers and American Dad and Family Guy, The Simpsons, and Our Cartoon President. Yeah, I said it. American Dad, The Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, Our Cartoon President, Family Guy. All 5 of those shows are the... I watch all 5 of those shows, man. Stephen Colbert's Cartoon President. That's good shit. I mean, it's kind of funny if you think about it, YouTube. George Bush Jr. got his own cartoon. Little Bush, you know what I'm saying? And then... it kind of makes you think, doesn't it? That if they're making cartoons to make fun of presidents, then, you know... that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm not going to go political with it, but that's all I'm going to say on that. If you're just tuning into Facebook Live, I'm doing a challenge video for YouTube. Oh no, I won't reduce the heat. It'll be cooked into the noodles. Although, looking at it in the microwave, they don't look very red, so we might have to add an ingredient to make it a little bit red. What the hell do I hold in my hands, YouTube? This looks like some gnarly-ass hot sauce. Well, assuming you can read, I'm going to show the logo off on YouTube. Yeah, Satan's blood. What's really good? And just for an added kick, we'll add a couple packets of Taco Bell hot sauce to it. We got the Fire and the Diablo. Like 1 or 2 drops of that Satan's blood hot sauce, and then a couple of these packets to stir around in there, and that'll bring the heat back up. Because I think I should have waited to put I should have just waited to put the red stuff on there until after I cooked it with the seasoning. But that's alright. Got about, hold on a second. Okay, so we got 18 to 17 seconds left. We're just about there. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Satan's blood in this here ramen noodle. Okay, here we go. I left some of the water in the bottom of the noodles, but not all of it. All right. I'm gonna have to turn the camera over this way so you can see me add this shit. Do we got an angle on that bowl? Yes, we do. All right, perfect. So when they're, yeah, I should have added just, yeah, this is gonna be mean. This is gonna be mean. Yeah, that fire sauce and the Diablo sauce from Taco Bell mixed together, delicious combination. And 2 packets of each one should be enough for this entire bowl. Alright, empty sauce packets are gonna go here. Move that over here. And before I stir it around, let's add a very tiny drop or two. There we go. Of Satan's blood. 2 drops of Satan's blood just for some added heat. Okay, looks like I accidentally put like 3 drops in there. So they got 4 Taco Bell hot sauce packets and 3 drops of Satan's blood. But if you look and see, the noodles didn't get very red after I added the sauce to the water. So that's where this combination comes into play right here. Look at that. This is before I mixed it all together. Go ahead and stir that around a bit. You know what's funny too? Is these look just like regular ramen noodles. It seems like the world's worst April Fool's prank to pull on somebody. They come home a little bit hungry, they see some ramen noodles, they're like, ooh. And they start macking down on it, and then about 10 seconds later, like, fuck, my mouth's on fire. Oh man, this just smells crazy spicy. I got it all mixed in there. Now I got some color to those noodles. Not a whole lot though. Take a look at that, Facebook. Yeah, I can definitely smell the heat. Is it going to be too hot? Well, here's the thing. I got Pepto-Bismol tablets on the ready. I can also make some flour water, which I could do that right now before I start eating it, just as a precaution. Alright, so I poured just a little bit of self-raising flour into my glass. Doesn't really matter which flour you use, as long as you're using some sort of flour and water. And I'm going to give it a quick stir here. Now, yeah, flour water does taste funky, but trust and believe. It'll cool off your tongue, YouTube. It cools off your tongue. It helps with any future stomach problems you may have from eating spicy food, because sometimes you can get diarrhea from eating spicy food, because it just burns right through your digestive tract when it digests. And the flour water helps prevent with that. So, just in case. And, oh yeah, one other thing before I start. Sometimes spicy food can give you heartburn, so Pepto-Bismol, they come in tablets now, so you don't have to buy the bottle. Alright, so we got everything we need right here to do this. Get the camera set up. Angle it. There we go. Right there. Perfect. Yeah, it definitely has a nice spicy smell to it. So I got 30-40 minutes yet to get this challenge done, so I got plenty of time. That first bite, oh yeah. Yeehaw. I'll put a fire in your belly. Let's get closer, or not closer, but further away so you can see my progress. Oh yeah, he's got a nice bit of heat to him. I can taste the heat from the all the sauces coming together. Like all the flavors from all the flavors from the different hot sauces coming together, plus the sauce for the Korean spicy noodles. Oh. Now, if you ain't got milk and you know you're going to be eating something spicy, that flour water is your next best bet. Got my phone on the charger so I don't die on me while I'm making this. Yeah. There's a good reason why I drained the majority of the water out of here, because all that sauce is going to be concentrated at the bottom of the bowl anyways, from cooking it. Yeah, my face is definitely getting just a little bit red. I mean, I had a real bad experience with that spicy fish pizza that I tried making. And ever since then, I've been a bit more cautious with spicy food, to say the least. Oh, this is gonna burn pooping it out. I mean, you can see some of the sauce from the water, mixing all the sauces together, soaked into the noodles, like right here especially, where it's like a reddish orange. I mean, it looks like spaghetti in a bowl. So you could pass it off as that, and then they go try some, and it's like, what the fuck, that ain't spaghetti, it tastes like spicy ass ramen. And you could pull a pretty mean prank with these, man. Bring on that spring heat with some spicy food, man, I'm telling you. Now, coming up on my channel, me and a friend are going to do a challenge. We're going to take a dried Carolina Reaper pepper and dip it in a Satan's blood and eat it. Get like a little drop of it, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be fucking nuts. It's getting there. You can call me a pussy for taking a sip of flowered water every other bite, but I'm not doing that to dumb down the heat in my mouth. I'm doing that to protect my fucking stomach. I got an idea. This is gonna make me sound incredibly hypocritical. But let's stop calling each other pussies when we're using something to call someone weak or lame, or, you know, using it to downgrade somebody. When we all know that pussy provides pleasure and it also provides life. Something that... Now, usually when people call someone weak, they're like, oh, you're such a pussy, you can't do it. It's like, what about giving birth to a child is weak, YouTube? That's what I'd like to know. You'd have to literally kick a man in the balls hard enough, and it could be considered a small baby. Like, if you kick a man in the balls hard enough, the pain scale is equal to giving birth to a small child. And other than taking a massive shit, that's literally the closest men are gonna come close to giving birth or feeling that pain. So, yeah. Like, you'll call a troll a pussy. At what point, what's pleasurable about a troll? Nothing. They're obnoxious, they're immature, and they do nothing but try to piss people off. Because when you're fucking pussy, that feels good. When you're licking that clean pussy, your girlfriend's responding to it very nicely, and you think she's possessed by the devil himself, or maybe she has Parkinson's disease. Nope, she's just having an orgasm. You're doing something right. Getting a little explicit with that heat. Let's like powering through the next couple of bites here. Oh, goddamn. It didn't taste that bad starting off, but now it's starting to creep up on me a little bit. Woo! I mean, I can see the bottom of the bowl, so there's hope. I can get some toilet paper. I'll be right back. The combination of everything in that bowl right now is definitely clearing out my sinuses. I mean, it's definitely pretty spicy, but it's not bad. You know, I'll take a break from it for a second just to get a feel for the heat. Taking a sip of flavor, or taking a sip of flowered water definitely helps. Oh, watch me blow my nose is probably not the most entertaining thing in the world, but it gives you an idea of how spicy these ramen noodles are. Also, check out the new buttons I have for KOBRAJFS wands. These were sent by Don Picton. Thank you for that. These will be included in the next batch of wands. Each wand will get one button, but the person who orders the scepter is going to get the rest of the old KOBRAJFS wand buttons, plus like 4 of these new ones. Now the rest of the wands I built for my batch will not take that long, YouTube, but that crystal scepter is going to take a minute. Not only are these noodles spicy as fuck, but they got some good flavor. They got a little bit of heat, a little bit of flavor. I'm digging it. I hear a crow outside. It might be like a younger crow because it's not as deeper. Now keep in mind this, oh man. And 3 drops of Satan's blood is all you needed for this, man. I mean, you saw those little drops of hot sauce that were like way darker than the other 2. Oh, man. Spicy ramen noodle challenge, baby. Oh man. Taking these noodles down like a boss. I'm feeling that in my stomach, man. I'm getting full from ramen noodles and got this big old ball of fire in my stomach. But I'm so close to the end. It's the final countdown, god damn it. Couple more bites. Oh man, my face is definitely getting a little bit red. Woo-wee. Yeah, cooking that into the noodles. Man, that's ridiculous. Definitely got a nice mouth burn going on. That's got good flavor, but holy shit, is that spicy. I got just the liquid at the bottom here. Booyah. Oh, man. Oh, man. On a scale of 1 to 10, that was definitely 9.5, 8. Holy shit on a stick. My eyes are watering. Oh, man. Oh. I'm not wiping my nose with the snot. I'll fold it over so it has a layer concealing it. Oh, man. Oh. Not taking any chances. Pop 4 of them Pepto-Bismol tablets and sip on that flower water. I'll be golden. Woo-wee! Yeah, buddy, that's spicy as fuck. That'll do it. That'll do it. I cannot tell you when the next batch of Cobra Craft wands will be available, but the Crystal Scepter will be for sale for $34. along with the usual $24 on the other smaller wands without the crystals. Ugh. But just like the one chip challenge, boom. One spicy ramen noodle challenge down for the count. How many of these do I got left? It looks like I gotta get 6 of these left. Pick some more. I'll have to pick some more of these up. These tablets are nice. I could have gotten free Little Caesars today if I would have gotten up early, but that's all right. Ugh. Yeah, I'm filming the aftermath because that's entertainment right there. Talk about dragon's breath, man. That'll put some fire in your belly. Ooh-wee. That's mean. Chug some more of this here flower water. I'm gonna add some more water to this. Son bitch. I didn't mean to spill that all over the counter. Starting to cool down just a little bit. It's kind of coming in waves. It'll get real spicy and then cool down. Get real spicy and then cool down. Well, that flour water is taking the heat off my mouth, cooling it down a bit. The flour, the main ingredient in bread is flour, and people eat bread when they eat spicy food to cool out their mouth. Oh, got a fucking voice change. That's how spicy that shit was. But yeah, I conquered that entire fucking bowl of ramen noodles like a boss. This way y'all get the behind the scenes. There we are. 4 packets of Taco Bell's spiciest hot sauce. 3 drops of Satan's blood. Plus whatever sauce that was cooking to the noodles with the original ramen noodles. Oh, yeah. Yee Doggies, Facebook and YouTube. I tell you what, people love watching other people eat spicy food on YouTube. And that's the first time I plugged Satan's Blood hot sauce. Like, you thought Swampadelic was hot. Yeah, the Satan's Blood's a little bit hotter than Swamp, but not by much. Yeah, 3 drops of that hot sauce was the perfect amount. Because the heat from the fire sauce and the heat from the El Diablo sauce from Taco Bell already provide a nice base heat. But all 3 of those hot sauces combined with the heat from that was a little bit intense, yo. My mouth has cooled off sufficiently enough. Bust up my favorite billiard, which I just sanded the finish off recently because I'm going to get some wood stain for it at some point. Some like hunter green wood stain. I'm going to try staining my pipe so that it's dark hunter green to match the one the fan made for me. Ooh. Ooh. Hiccups. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some more of that. Them hiccups got a spicy burn to them. There are people watching me do that on Facebook Live like, holy shit. I mean, that fish pizza wrecked me pretty bad, yo. But like, don't get me wrong, sardines on pizza is delicious, but that fish pizza was a little bit spicier than what I just ate. But it definitely had a respectable heat to it. Good flavor, too. Ah, there it is. Booyaka. We got the pre-light, or the char light, and then we got the tamper, and then light it again. A victorious smoke for conquering that spicy ramen noodle challenge. Granted, the heat might have been dumbed down a bit after I cooked. It would have been a bit more impressive if I would have added all those sauces with the actual sauce on top of the noodles, but that was still... I still conquered it. I replaced the sauce that I cooked into the noodles with more sauce, so in a way it made it spicier. Char light, tamp it down. A sweet aromatic pipe tobacco to help cool off my mouth after eating that. Ooh. Well, the heat has definitely cooled off from my face. I mean, my ear right here. My ears definitely feel the heat. My lips are still tingly. The inside of my mouth is a little bit numb. But I got this massive fire in my stomach. I'm no longer hungry. Like, that was a very satisfying bowl of ramen noodles. I'm just saying, that was spicy as fuck. I got to a point where I'm just like, okay, I gotta power through this, man. Game face. Anyways, YouTube, thank you for watching me conquer that spicy ramen noodle challenge. And, you want some spicy-ass hot sauce, you gotta check out Swampadelic from Primo's Peppers. Check out Satan's blood. Like, these are hot sauces that a couple drops will do ya. Probably not the spiciest combination of hot sauces out there, but that definitely had some heat to it. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you cool cobras later.